All right, Sunday quarterback, 31-28, the final. Nebraska loses again, this time in Dublin, Ireland. It's like we've seen this game before, but never on foreign soil. What was the difference in this one?
Yeah, I like week 0, but I don't think you like week 0 when you start 0-1, especially when the stakes are where they're at right now for Scott Frost. We knew what this game meant. Everybody did. Nebraska, a heavy favorite. They looked like they were going to run away with this thing probably 3 times in this game, and then same old. And lots of questions. We're going to really find out what this team is made of going forward.
We have talked about special team gaffes in the past. This one was a decision to go for the throat, and that was that onside kick. Surprising to you?
Yeah, Nebraska up 11, and they had control. Put Northwestern back on the 25-yard line. Let your defense kind of settle in. Your defense had just forced a turnover and just forced a punt on the previous 2 possessions. All right, let them settle in. Put some pressure on Evan Helinski. No, they go for the gamble of the onside kick. And that did not pay off. Changed the football game, no question.
Yeah, Northwestern outscoring Nebraska 14-0 the rest of the way. Casey Thompson, granted he had the 2 fourth-quarter picks, but at times, especially early, was pretty decent.
Yeah, I thought when Northwestern played him very basic at the beginning of the game, just to kind of get a feel for Mark Whipple, he picked that apart. Mark Whipple picked that apart. They had a really good rhythm, a really good operating speed of their offense, but once kind of the game changed flows, Northwestern adjusted. Fitzgerald dialed up a couple of blitzes at times. That really affected Thompson. I thought once he took that big sack, he just never really came around from that, and then he felt those footsteps in the pocket as the game moved on.
And I thought Northwestern really won the battle of the line of scrimmage, and Scott Frost said before the game they will go as far as the offensive line takes them, but both sides I thought got beaten by Northwestern.
Yeah, and we thought Nebraska's numbers were kind of light on the defensive line because they've kind of merged that edge group as a defensive line group. And those bigger interior bodies, they're limited there. I mean, Colton Feast, a lighter body for Big Ten standards. Ty Robinson, is a veteran that's come back. Nash Hutmacher's never played. Devin Drew's been in Lincoln for 2 weeks. And Stephon Wynn is a transfer. So that group, I felt, had some rough moments. Northwestern's line was good. Four starters back, a first rounder. That's how they wanted to win this game, and they won it up front.
And now looking forward, already Scott Frost getting asked about his job security. How does he handle this next week, and how does he handle this moving forward? He's 15-30 at Nebraska.
Yeah, that plane ride home, it's going to be the longest 8 hours for him and all these guys. I think I got on a bus and go into Omaha after that. So it is. I mean, this is a key moment because there's not much more margin for error now for Scott Frost. We've talked about how favorable the stretch was. Double-digit favorites, 3 straight games in a row before Oklahoma. Well, you just bogeyed a hole on the golf course you were supposed to birdie, or at least par, and they couldn't get that done here. And using golf analogies,
that was pretty good, very impressive, in Lynx style.
They bogeyed it last year in Champaign, Illinois, and so they've got to get out of this hole. And how do they do that? They go out there and play a clean, highly executed game on jet lag against North Dakota, against a very grumpy Memorial Stadium crowd. I'm going to call my shot right now. That crowd will be a little edgy, a little grumpy.
No question. And they'll have a short week. It's going to be a tough week. North Dakota comes to town next Saturday.